getting a flagrant foul assessed to her. We show that what happened here. I mean, if you look at the still frame, it looks horrible, but if you watch it in real time, it kind of looked like it happened accidentally. What do you think about this?
Well, you can understand how maybe the refs overlooked it and didn't see the foul as it happened. It thought just what you thought. But then when you slow it down, it's really hard to ignore. Look, Caitlin Clark is just an unprecedented, as her coach called her, a generational star. She's hitting threes. She's dishing the ball. She's scoring every single night.
It is officially over. The WNBA has crossed a line that many believe it can't come back from. As we speak, the league is facing intense backlash. Viewership is under heavy scrutiny, and reports claim the identities of all 34 WNBA referees have surfaced online after what many fans describe as a coordinated on-court attack against Caitlin Clark. Fans are furious. Sponsors are reportedly facing growing pressure. And just hours later, Stephen A. Smith delivered a fiery response on national television, criticizing the league over the ongoing controversy. But the biggest twist came from what was described as a brief message from Caitlin Clark, a moment that quickly fueled even more discussion. How did one basketball game create so much controversy? Why are so many fans questioning how Clark has been officiated this season? Stay with us as we break down the referee controversy, Stephen A's reaction, and the key moments that pushed this debate to another level. It all began when the whistle stayed silent. For months, fans have argued that Caitlin Clark has absorbed hard contact with little protection from officials. Then, during the latest game, the frustration boiled over. A hard, uncalled foul left Clark limping, sparking immediate outrage throughout the arena.
But I've often used the line, Shay, that I'll share with you, because I don't know if I've ever used it while you've been on the air with me. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. I've said that many, many times over the years. There is a flagrant level of resentment that exists when it comes to Caitlin Clark. And it has existed since she has arrived in the league. She is the cash cow. Just recently, a couple of days ago, I think, we saw her and another player, I think it was Alyssa Boston or whatever, we saw them be the top 2 vote getters for the WNBA All-Star game so far. Every time you turn around, there seems to be something involved.
But what happened next in the basketball world? Just 2 hours after the game ended, reports surfaced claiming an anonymous group had leaked the identities, personal details, and alleged internal communications of all 34 active WNBA referees. The internet erupted. Fans immediately began reviewing officiating decisions involving Caitlin Clark throughout the season. Supporters pointed to several controversial calls, with some claiming the leaks suggested a pattern rather than isolated mistakes. Those allegations remain unverified, but they quickly fueled widespread debate. The backlash grew rapidly. As social media dissected the claims, Stephen A. Smith addressed the controversy on national television. He didn't limit his criticism to the officiating. Instead, he questioned the league's handling of the situation, adding even more attention to an already heated discussion.
To speak on the issue because they see more of it than I do, but with what I've seen, you are able to say 1 + 1 = 2. And there's been a level of resentment that has existed where I believe there's been a failure on the part of some people to appreciate the mantra of a rising tide lifts all boats. Ride this cash cow till the wheels come off. They did it in the NBA with Magic Johnson. They did it ultimately with Michael Jordan. You know, that's how you do this. You find somebody that just galvanizes folks and ingratiates themselves with the public at large in such a way where everywhere they go and whatever they do, everybody wants to watch. You don't resent that. You feed off of it to build your own. And I think that WNBA as a whole, that women's basketball as a whole, and some, not most, not all, but some WNBA players need to appreciate that and gravitate to that and grab hold of that and ride that wave to your own ascension, as opposed to resenting it and showcasing it the second you get an opportunity to, whenever Caitlin Clark is in your vicinity. That would be my advice. That's all I could say about that.
I didn't love that this happened not once but twice yesterday, where there was basically a no call. I thought Stephanie White did the right thing. She should have gone off. She needs to protect her superstar.
She did.
That's her right. Completely.
Absolutely.
I also do think the league should probably review this. I don't have information on if they have started that process or not, but I think that maybe would be a good call.
It is a subversion of justice. You have a generational talent, someone who has brought millions of viewers and significant attention to your league, yet she's being treated like a target. Those officials shouldn't just be suspended, they should be investigated. You're damaging your own product. Those remarks, widely attributed online to Stephen A. Smith, quickly gained attention. Supporters argued the league needed to do more to protect its biggest stars, while critics questioned whether the officiating had been consistent throughout the season. The comments added even more fuel to an already intense debate. Soon after, calls for accountability spread across social media. On platforms like X, TikTok, and Reddit, some fans promoted boycott campaigns and demanded changes from the league. Others called for a formal response and greater transparency regarding officiating, making the controversy one of the most discussed topics in women's basketball.
We'll see how everything turned out for him, but this is not good when it comes to the referee's identity. Because I don't believe they had a script written for him. He was talking. This is how he felt for real.
All right, ladies, your thoughts just as the league continues to work through what many perceive as consistency issues, especially when it comes to games being officiated, Lisa.
Well, officiating is tough. I don't know if anybody's ever even tried to officiate. It's not the easiest game. It's one of the most thankless jobs you can do. But in this particular situation, I thought that the last official should have been able to catch that. I was actually watching this game and I was like, oh, wow, that was a bit much. So in that moment, I thought that the official missed the call. I'm not surprised that the league went back and fined Alyssa Thomas. But I think at the same time, it's tough to think that official would have missed that they didn't have a replay on it. That was tough to me. And I think overall, the league's got to do better. The officials have got to do better, but also players. Players have to clean it up. We used to play in a way that you protected one another. Yeah, I want to play physical. I want to play hard, but I'm not out here trying to hurt you. If I was out there for a loose ball and it was Renee down there, yeah, I'm going for the ball. But if I accidentally punched Renee or hit her in some kind of way, maybe the play goes on, but I help her up. I help her up. You know what I mean? Just out of the like, dang, my bad. You know, so I think that part is important too, the reaction. Maybe if Alyssa Thomas would have even turned like, dang, my bad, I didn't mean to hit you like that. It's a different thing, but that's not what happened. And so I think that the league got it right. But I think overall, Coach Tibbetts is correct. Everything, consistency is important. It needs to be cleaned up for all players, regardless of what their accolades are. None of that part matters. It matters about protecting these players, no matter which team, which position, when they sub in, the start of the game to the end of the game. Every player deserves the same type of protection.
And the numbers became another major talking point. Some online reports claimed viewership for the following games dropped sharply, while others argued the league was feeling growing pressure from the ongoing controversy. At the same time, speculation spread that advertisers were closely watching the situation and weighing their next steps. As the debate intensified, many fans questioned what the long-term impact could be if concerns over player safety and officiating weren't addressed. Some even warned the controversy could hurt the league's momentum as confidence continued to decline. Then came another widely shared rumor involving Caitlin Clark. Known for staying composed and letting her game do the talking, reports claimed she had finally reached a breaking point. According to an unnamed source, Clark allegedly sent a brief message to league officials and people close to her saying, "Clear as day, I am officially done." That reported statement has not been publicly verified, but it quickly became one of the biggest topics across social media.
To the throat, ruled out for Saturday. And Stephanie White did confirm that, by the way. And she's made several comments. It makes you want to puke throughout, but we're going to listen to them nonetheless. Let's go here. Right here.
I guess just first off, how is Caitlin after Wednesday? Do you have the update?
Yeah, she's okay. She's gonna be out on Saturday, but she's doing all right.
Do you have any indication right now of how long she will be out?
No indication. Obviously, it's a good time because we have all week next week, so we'll take this opportunity just to get her treatment, get her healthy, get her back on the floor, and see what happens. I mean, you know, it's the same thing. Long-term health and wellness is the most important thing.
Consider this precautionary? Like, is there any chance she could have played tomorrow? Was there pain? How would you describe the decision?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that, again, we want her to be healthy, physically, mentally, emotionally, all the things, and I think it's important to remember, again, when you've gone through injury and the traumatic aspect of injury, especially that she had last year, it's ups and downs, physically, mentally, emotionally, and making sure that she's 100% ready to go is the most important thing, and her taking care of that is priority for us.
I got to tell you, we are dangerously close to this league getting boycotted. That's where we're at. I saw rumblings of a boycott yesterday of a legit Caitlin Clark fan base across the board not watching the Indiana Fever tomorrow night. Not watching it. Just to send a message to the league and to the Indiana Fever, because Kelly Krauskopf, the team president, came out and celebrated the one-game suspension and thanked the WNBA. Kelly Krauskopf, you're a coward. All right? So's Amber Cox. So's Stephanie White. At what point are y'all going to get angry and be like, one game is a fucking joke? A one-game suspension is a joke. Alyssa Thomas should be suspended a minute. The appropriate response was anything between 10 games and the end of the season. Just get the bleep out of here. We don't need you. What in the big course of WNBA history and in Business 101, what is Alyssa Thomas to anybody? Nothing. Pond scum. But once again, you got this incestuous intertwining, leg scissoring amongst members of the league. I mean, hell, Stephanie White's her old coach, for Christ's sakes. Everywhere Caitlin Clark turns, it's agenda in her face continuously. This is Stephanie White on her having coached Alyssa Thomas previously.
Steph, having coached 18 before, were you surprised by the incident?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I didn't see it in real time. And so when I went back to see it, I was surprised. I was more surprised that it wasn't seen by the officials in real time.
A 41-38 Fever advantage, Clark.
She was reportedly done playing under those conditions, done feeling unprotected while continuing to absorb hard contact on the court. According to the rumors, if the league couldn't better protect its players, there was little reason to keep risking her health and future. Those claims remain unverified, but they quickly spread across social media. Speculation also grew that Clark could miss more games or even consider other opportunities if concerns over player safety continued. Whether those rumors prove true or not, one thing is certain. Caitlin Clark has become one of the league's biggest attractions, and her absence would be a major story for the WNBA. Now it's your turn. Do you think the officials handled the situation correctly, or should the league make changes to improve player safety? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more WNBA news, updates, and breaking basketball stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.